ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another fantastic weekend of Formula One racing here on the EGL Extreme Gaming League. I'm Tipsy Bob, and joining me on the mic is my trusty sidekick and my good friend, Dad Bats. Covering all the action today, we're going to be covering everywhere from Monaco, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, and Bahrain, all across the world, all across the country. A full grid lined up some of the best talent around the world. We have plucked them from all corners of the earth to give you some of the greatest racing experience footage you'll ever see in your lifetime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EGL. We go once and all. The cars are all lining up on the grid. They're all getting ready. The drivers will be focusing on their first corner. Are they gonna take it? What are they gonna do? Is they gonna go deep? Are they gonna go? Who knows? Let's find out. Away we go! DRS is still active, and if Timo wants to get this moved on, he's gonna need to use this DRS zone because I have a feeling. Oh no, Timo cuts under the pressure in the traction zone. I press command up and another overtake on 23 frame mark. This is Ryan 3 mark.
And Timo are oh, it's the pit. Oh no! Oh my god, this so sorry, control myself. So Timo
I wouldn't be gonna penalty too, so they can stand at the back together again. Just like Timo likes it.
How many times? Did you see how many times Timo tried to get into the pit?
Hello and welcome everyone to another week of EGL. I have this beautiful scrolling desk thing that I didn't set up since I've never used it before. But anyways, I may have started the intro a bit too early. We're here at France. The title says it's tier 2, but it's tier 1. Since the stream, I think, was not scheduled. Okay, I can switch over to live here. I'm joined by Eddie. Yeah. I really wanted to switch live here quite fast because I saw it's rain. It's
Yep.
It's raining, and I don't know what the weather's gonna be like in the race. There's been quite a lot of rain here this weekend, or this week in general, across all tiers.
Well, except for tier 2 that we just did.
Yeah, well, that was also a race. I'm just glad France is over. Anyways,
Yeah,
we
I
have Timo, who is he going out of the pits? There was a Ferrari going out. Timo is the only Ferrari, so Timo is going out as the first one. He picked up a podium in SLR tier 2 on Friday. So Timo, first one going out of the pits, and he is.
Are you? What? Oh, SLR. Yeah, right.
SLR,
Sure.
yeah.
Yes.
So, oh no, that was Triton going out of the pits. My bad. So, anyways, Timo.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry. You were gonna say something?
No. Just laughing at you being loopy.
Okay, so Timo is now at a Ferrari. He moved from Renault to his favorite team in F1, as everyone knows. Then we got Nico, who took the Renault seat. You may know him as Hagrid as well. So he's now a full-time F1 driver. And Tara, who is still on a pad, still in the US, but he is on a pad and now an AlphaTauri driver. And also hello, Tild in chat. So who do we want to ride on board here for the first lap? Either Timo, Tara, or Nico. I think we should give Tara the on board here. He's still quite a way back for his lap.
Yeah.
I guess
Entire
let's do Nico.
Oh, sure. The entire grid is pretty much just out on their laps straight away. Bar Copy, who decided to, well, not do a lap now, but maybe later.
Nico struggling a bit there, finding his grip.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the race. Might just be wet quali going into dry race, which is always fun.
Yeah, if that's gonna happen, I think we're gonna see the majority of the grid on the mediums or hards. But anyways,
Yeah,
Nico's gonna start his lap here. He wanna give us a run with the lap since I think you're a bit better at friends than me. And by a bit, I mean by quite a lot.
Nico is starting his lap here. Gonna cross the line just about now. Gotta take a wide entry into T1. Of course, in the wet, you gotta brake quite early for that, but I think that was a little bit too early, maybe. Smooth on the power on the exit out of T2. Otherwise, well, a little twitch is gonna happen. Brake sufficiently early for this corner. Tight in. Stay across the curb. Don't cut too much here because that'll invalidate you pretty easily. T6 tricky and dry, trickier and wet. Gotta get on the power early and smooth here so you can get a good exit to the long straight. Of course, not the same effect this time around because no DRS. Heading into the Mistral chicane. You can take a bit more curb than what Nico does here. Gotta be smooth on the exit of this corner. Also, if your setup allows it, you can also take that inside curb a little bit more. Now heading into T10. A little bit of a lift, not to spin the car around. Possibly running a dry setup in that case. This corner always tricky. Ooh, goes a bit wide, doesn't get the turning correct. Then too aggressive on the power out there. Knocks the back end out a little bit. T12, also tricky to get right if you don't have the right line to that one. Coming up to the final corners, T14 here. A little bit of a lockup on the inside left. Not that bad though. Towards the last corner, takes it pretty tight. Early on the power here. Wheel spin all the way to 4th gear. And crosses the line with the 42.8.
Yeah, so not really a good
Yeah,
time.
I think he's a little bit. The confidence in the brakes isn't there really, and he's braking really early for those corners. I guess just
I think
getting
Brownie
the
in
groove in.
chat's calling you a noob. It is what it is, Eddie.
Oh, he is.
I think that's Brownie. If I'm not entirely like.
I don't really know.
Me neither. Anyways,
Anyway,
Tara's
thank you.
also. Yeah, so on the note of Nico, I think he also just got a new wheel this week, so.
Yeah, and that first lap was definitely just like a lap to try it out, like how it feels and how the pedals probably feel in the wet and stuff like that. But you can definitely be more aggressive on the brakes.
So how's somebody doing here? Somebody on a lap coming into that chicane, so let's see how much curb he's gonna take here. Probably quite a lot more than, yeah.
Oh, Hugo's is off the track in T7. That's the back straight.
Anyways, some idiot still on his lap here. He took quite a lot of more curve than Nico in that middle chicane at the back off the track and into turn 11 here. Yeah, I had a couple of spins. One was in turn 11.
Yeah,
it was quite fun. I did some donuts at the end of the race. It is what it is.
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
There's a There's an Alpha off track in T11. I don't know if Danny spun or is just... Oh, there's another car that's null in the wall.
And Samidet's gonna set a 39.652, which is 7 thousandths clear of Hugo. So really close in between those two.
Yep.
Looking back, is WoW on a lap here? WoW's invalidated. Look at people who don't have a lap time yet, so let's look at Icewind, who is having computer issues. Kopi invalidated, Null, as he said, just spun. And Jesse is on a lap here in Sector 3. Also, when it comes to standings, let me look at this for a quick second. Because I think it's quite close to the top right now.
On board with Marion. T12 was a little bit sketch. He was sideways out at T2, but he's seemingly keeping it together. Looking to improve that 39.7 that he has. And he's improving by 58 hundredths.
Yeah, so on the note of standing, sorry to interrupt you. Samir is 4 points in the lead from Hugo. So last race out, he took the lead from Hugo, and yeah. So I think this race he's gonna be out to extend the gap a bit more. So it's
who do we have in P3 in the standings?
P3 is Kopi, who is 60 points behind Hugo.
Oh, okay. So it's basically a fight between Smitty and Hugo.
Yeah, it's a two-horse race.
Yep.
No offense to anyone.
Marion on the lap goes wide in T10 and actually invalidates. He was pretty much sideways. He's pushing the car a lot, but maybe a little bit too much there.
Could you get the YouTube link and just post it in broadcast and just clarify that it's tier 1 and not tier 2?
I can do that, yes.
Yeah. So people actually realize. So one person missing today is Bant, who is not here, obviously. That's why he's missing. The Legend is actually about to cross the line here, and lap doesn't seem to be... Yeah, he still improves, goes 6th. I was gonna say it doesn't look like it's gonna be a 39, so it was just barely in the 39s. So Kopi back here should be on a lap. Yes, he is. Sector 2, a bit loose there on the rear on corner exit of turn 7. Coming into turn 8 here on the straight.
Track is looking to be clearing.
Yeah, it stopped raining.
Yeah, it didn't. There's still some spray coming off of the tires, but I'm seeing people fitting on the
softs,
the dries. Yeah. So I guess they're just waiting out for the track to dry up a little bit more. The deltas are most likely going down rapid enough for them to think of going on the dry compound tires. The timing for that, timing is definitely key. Oh, as Kopi goes a little bit wide out of T11. Doesn't invalidate though, because I think he was too...
Ooh. He's having quite a few moments.
Yeah, I don't know if that's setup based or actually the fact that he just pulls into the pits. He doesn't want to set a lap time on those enters in then anyway.
Well, because if it does dry out quite fast now, he has to do a whole lap on those enters to get them back in, even if he wants a banker. So made it already set up the medium, so I think we're gonna see a... Oh, and back on the enters, so he's comparing deltas here. It's fun to see all the tires just change from one to another.
Yeah. I never even realized that you can actually, as a spectator, see the guys swapping tires.
As I go on board with Nolas, he spins out of turn 2. It's unlucky for Nolder, and he spins it again. Well,
just got some inside information about the dry.
the race
wow,
is
way
going
to
be
spill
dry
the
then.
beans before even getting to say what I was supposed to say. Quali, well, as we can see, it is going to dry, but it will be at the very end, so it'll be interesting to see. Oh, Tipsy Bob actually going to Tokyo on the exit of T10. As I was saying, qualifying will be going to dry, and we will have a dry race.
Oh, DRS enabled.
Yeah.
So dry race. Ugh,
Yeah.
boring.
I mean, we've seen a lot of races on this track this week, and I can't say that any of the races have been boring.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough,
As-
but
Someone has taken out the speed limit aboard to
Oh,
the pits.
it was
and,
still there.
Not for me.
who are you on board with, Tipsy?
Yeah.
It was on the right side.
No, he wasn't.
It was.
No.
Excuse me, I am not blind yet.
Excuse me. I'm
Wait,
not lying either, but I
So
guess
there's
I can't.
a
prove
Ferrari
that.
going on. Which one is this? Is it? Is it Timo?
Fox is already out on his softs.
Yeah, so Timo is out, and now Triton's going out as well. Timo's gonna be the first Ferrari out on track.
Terror is also out on those softs.
Let's see Terra here, how he's doing. On the pad. Yeah, the track definitely looks dry enough here.
Yeah, we can already see a dry line forming, so. It's interesting to see people going out on softs. Wouldn't necessarily peg them as the best tire for this track, because they die rapidly.
Are you speaking from personal experience?
I am not, because I didn't run the softs.
Oh, did I? No, I didn't.
We just raced here, like an
Yeah,
hour ago,
And then I did
I mean,
like
or-
10 laps on Bathurst.
and you already forgot. Oh,
I've
there.
got short-term memory loss.
Oh, that's fine.
So we got Terra on softs and Triton on mediums. So I want to see how those mediums are doing, because the track is definitely really cold right now.
Yeah, it's not up to par, but Terror I think will be the first one on the dry tires to start his lap.
Yeah, he will. So we wanted to give him an on-board earlier, so I think he should get it now.
Yeah.
So in the dry, the track conditions obviously going to be much faster than the laps before, and the limits are going to get pushed quite a lot more. The lap times are probably going to be around 10 seconds lower, 10 to 12, depending how cold the track is. But anyways, they're about to start his lap here. As we listen to the beautiful sound of the AlphaTauri as he goes into turn 2. Really easy to pick up warnings there and penalties.
Going wide there is not a great deal. Can cut a bit of that inside curb there on T3. Does not do that though. T5 a little bit wide, 1.8 seconds up on his time from the inters. Most likely will gain a lot more since, well, DRS is enabled, and that exit of T6 to T7 is quite crucial for your straight line speed.
So Samidit, Hugo, and Marion didn't go out yet. I think Marion is still looking at the deltas there, because he's fitting on back to intermediates.
Yeah. Track is definitely getting faster at the end of Terra's lap here. He had some issues going through the Mistral chicane. But the rest of his lap is looking pretty neat. Pretty tight into T12. Early on the power, short shift, and... Okay, he abandons his lap. And dives into the pits, so I guess he just decided that, okay, well, it's dry enough, I'm gonna hop on.
Samidit's going out here, and Triton is on his lap as well. Already is through turn 10 on those mediums, so let's see what he can do here.
Is he deploying for you?
He's switching between 0 and 2.
Oh, okay. So he's doing the Aero strat. I see.
I have no clue what the ERS strat is. Since the more I play this
Me
game, the
neither.
more I actually dislike it. Even though I know it's a good game, but
As Nico hops into P1 with 133.4 on those softs.
I think
They've
this is
tried
going to be
to
beaten
beat
here by Triton.
Nope.
Oh, no, it's not. 34-1.
34.1.
So the track is definitely not fast right now.
No, it's getting faster, but it's not fast enough. So we'll see what happens here. Samidia is on an out lap, so he's really banking on that track evolution and that track getting drier and drier. Hugo's is going to start his lap right now. Alex is also on a lap on those
Let's see
medium.
what Hugo does here. As I was saying, the more I play this game, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. I played some RSS on Assetto Corsa, and it was
It's a world of a difference for sure.
Yeah,
And,
definitely.
if you already don't like this game and then you play something like that, you're gonna dislike this game even more.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, you know, it's still fun to have league races every now and then. So. Anyways, as Hugo's coming here into the, what chicane is this? Turn 8.
Isn't it the Mistral chicane?
I'll just call it turn 8.
Okay.
Yeah, Hugo's 5 seconds up on his time, so that would put him into almost P2 already. So I think Hugo's lap time here is going to be enough for P1 with the whole of Sector 3 left.
Oh!
Ooh,
Not if he does that.
I jinxed that one.
Yep.
So
Yes,
let's
you
see
did.
what some idiot's doing here.
Too early, and then some idiot is not on a push lap.
Yeah, I think he made a mistake, so he aborted the lap, so he's going to do another one here.
Yes.
Yeah, so Icewind already in the 29s with the salt, so the track is rapidly going up here. Alex 31.1 on mediums, Fox 31.1 also on mediums. 3,000s in between those two. Or
Yeah.
4,000s, my bad.
Hugo crosses the line, 32.9.
And that was with a massive mistake as well.
Yes, is going straight for another lap here.
Kopi on an out lap as well. Yet to set the only one with no lap time yet. And I mean, Noel's lap time is not really one to look at either.
Decided to retire from the session, so he's not going to go improve.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have time anyway. So.
As some idiot starts his lap here, this is going to be the last lap he can do. He already aborted one, so he needs to get one good lap in here. So coming down to turn 3, let's see how much he's going to cut. That chicane on the right takes a lot of curb and then closes back on the left. Flattens up and into turn 5. Really important to get a good exit. Really easy to lose it on traction at this corner. I really dislike this corner.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I feel like the car shouldn't be able to just step out on you like that on traction.
As Tips Above has gone 30.8 on mediums. Nico finishes the lap with a 30.4 on softs. Unfortunately, he ran the softs for 3 laps, which is going to hamper him at the start really badly.
Unless he gets pushed out of the top 10 here, which I think is quite a high possibility.
I think he's trying to bank on that, but we'll see. He's currently sitting in P3. Fox goes faster with those mediums. Hugo's goes 28.7.
So the track
with,
is officially
mediums.
fast here.
Yep. Haven't checked on some idiot's sector times, but
I've been on board with him, but I completely...
pretty quick. Yeah, I completely missed that as well.
Wow.
As WoW goes 29 flat. Yep.
Yeah,
Legend
also
29.4.
Kopi also 29.5.
29.5.
Terra 28. Oh, that's on softs. Okay.
Yep.
So let's see. Some idiot's gonna cross the line here. 29.2 goes P4. So Nico is 9th right now, so he needs 2 people to knock him down. And I think that might happen here.
That's, that's Danico going 28.7 for pole.
It's a really good...
Oh, only 3,000ths of a difference to his teammate Hugo.
Timo's qualifying is over in P16. Let's see what Galileo can do here in the last sector. So Nico really is banking on Galileo getting into the top 10 here.
Will he be doing that? Galileo 7.2 seconds ahead in sector 2. Nico actually gives him a little bit of toe on the final straight.
And he does. It was a 28 something, so it definitely... Galileo goes on pole.
Oh, okay.
So good job from Galileo, and masterfully played from Nico there, getting into P11.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a perfect spot to start on the hards and then do the reverse strategy, go hard medium.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Do you know what I just remembered?
No, what did you just remember, Eddie?
I was supposed to make food and not co-commentate.
Well, it's too late now.
Do those things. Yep, I can't do those 2 things.
Well, I guess you're just gonna start for tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Galileo P1, Danico P2, Hugo
28-2,
P3.
also really good lap from him.
Yeah. Terror P4, WoW P5, Samidia P6, Legend P7, Copy P8, and I didn't see the rest.
Icewind P9, and someone else in P10, and then Nico in P11.
That was Fox in P10?
Yeah, I think it might have been. Also, one last thing. For those who don't know, Hugo, I don't think he holds it anymore, but he did hold the time trial record on France a couple of weeks back when the EGL tournament was happening.
That's pretty stellar.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to brag, but I mean that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I
Are you
think
bragging
that
for Hugo's?
I think the best I've ever did in time trial was like top 90 or top 80 in Kota last year. I think you remember how excited I was with that time.
Yeah, I do. Kota is a track I don't like.
I love it. I think it's my favorite track
Right.
on the calendar.
I don't like that at all. Anyway, we're heading into the formation lap here.
We are? We are.
I think we are.
Yeah, we are. That was more of a confirmational we are than like question mark at the end.
It did sound like a question mark, but that's fine. Oh, I don't know the tires.
Okay, so we got
There you go.
Noel. Let's do it from the back actually. So everyone outside the top 10 starting on medium except for Marian and Timo in P16 and 17. The hards proved to be quite good actually later on in the stint.
Yep, can confirm that. Ran my entire first stint in Tier 2 on front wing damage and hards, and I was keeping up with the guys in front. Don't know
Still
if that
got a
was just
podium.
me. Yeah, somehow.
So then we got everyone else on mediums are in the back. And in the top 10 we got Terra, Galileo, and Icewind on softs because those are the tires they qualified on.
Yeah, Icewind is not in a great position. Those softs are going to be bad really quickly, and he's in P9. So either he has to have a masterful start and just jump a lot of people so he gets gaps, or then he's just going to drop down a lot.
So no, we're coming into the race here. Before the formation lap finishes, I'm gonna ask you, who do you think is gonna win the race, Eddie?
I mean, guess I'm gonna be setting my money on Hugo's this time again.
I wanna set it on Danny, but he's had so many unlucky races. I'll say Marian.
You'll say Marian?
Yeah.
That's okay. I mean, I guess. Yeah, sure.
I mean, the hard strategy proved to be quite good. So
Yeah, it did. I can attest to that, but it's also, well.
and Marian is one of the faster guys in
Yeah,
Tier 1, I would say.
Honestly, this is the first race for Marian for me that I've seen him drive.
I've seen him drive Barcelona, and I think there was another race. And anyways, we've got 5 red lights going on here in France for 2SRL's Tier 1 Grand Prix. The last race of the weekend. As the lights go out, the drivers still stay on the grid because Codemasters, but here we go. Start of the race is now. Yes, perfectly timed. Galileo, I think, gets a really good start there. Obviously, he's on soft tires and they're in the back. I think Hugo might have gotten the run onto Danny. No, it's still Danny. Even further down the back, there's some movement going around. Kopi, some idiot and Kopi side by side, actually. And there's someone spinning. That's an AlphaTauri of Terra spinning. And there's another. There's quite a few cars going on.
Straight into the wall there.
Yeah, that was.
I've lost my I've lost my sound in the game for some reason.
So which car was that going on? Sector 1 yellow flag. So Williams in the back. That's Icewind and Terra, who are both on the soft tires and both just in the back now.
A lot of cars fighting for position here in P10.
Yeah,
P11.
Marian on the back of Nico already for that P11 on the straight with DRS, almost bump drafting him across, pulling out. Is he gonna go for a move? Alex in the front going on a move on WoW as well.
Marian and Nico side by side into the Michelin chicane. Jesse and Nico, now Jesse on the outside of him, actually on the inside of him, sorry. Also, DRS is not enabled on the first lap, Sanix. You said DRS, not ERS. Anyway.
I don't even remember, so.
Going on, the entire train is starting to form. Good start by Marian, though. He really reaped the soul on that first lap, going up from P.
Oh, and they're in the back. Someone else spins. I think that's Triton who had contact with. I think it was Jesse, and yeah, he's spun now, and now he is dead last. But I think it's gonna be easy to catch up to this field since it's still really grouped.
Icewind is diving into the pits here as Galileo sits the fastest lap of the race. And that P1
I think
already pulled ahead.
Has damage.
Yes.
Let's see if
I
he's
think
gonna
so.
get a front wing change here. Looking at the deltas on the grid, no one seems too close to each other right now, but that's all gonna change to the straight. No, he's not getting a wing change, so Galileo going onto mediums and waiting in the pits for some reason.
You mean Icewind?
Icewind, yeah, my bad.
Why did he
Anyways.
wait so long? Did he get a penalty?
No, I don't think, because you usually serve the penalty first and then you...
Oh yeah, true. I think that must have been just something on his end.
that was just an F1 moment right there.
Yep. Think something. Hold on a minute. Oh, Copy has gone from P8 to P4 on the start.
Yeah,
Tipsy
so-
Bob gone from P12 to P6 on the start as well, so a couple of places gained there. Wow has actually dropped down 4 positions, so he hasn't had the start he wanted.
So a really good start from Gopi and Marion here. Marion probably the biggest winner off the start with those hearts, already coming up to P11. So now he's on the back of Alex and Wow, who are both really good drivers themselves. So it's gonna have a bit of trouble dealing with them here.
Yeah. Don't think anything major is going to happen now. Copy has dropped down 1.2 seconds to Hugo's. And that's not going to be great because there are going to be several different DRS trains forming here. Tipsy is also 1.2, 1.3 seconds behind Legend in front. So I can see at least 3 different DRS trains that are going to be forming.
Yeah,
Which is not
definitely.
great.
As Alex is actually really close to Wow here. He was within a tenth and is kind of sniffing out for that move.
Trying to look for that move there as the DRS wings are going to open here. Hugo's has DRS on Danny. Copy is far behind of Hugo's there.
Submitted also on Copy.
Pulls on up alongside and just breezes past.
Yeah, that was an easy move from Samidia there. Into P4.
Yeah, just opens DRS and just presses the boost button. It's bye-bye. Now he's looking to gain that gap on Hugo so he can get that DRS to stay within that top 4. Well, top 3. Yeah. I guess. I don't know. Danny's too far from Galileo to have DRS, so see what happens.
I'm gonna check the standings once again real fast because I want to see how the constructors are. So constructors, we got Alfa Romeo leading for 40 points.
Nolan Jesse going side by side in T11. I don't know what happened to Jesse, but he twitched like 3 times and suddenly Noel just went straight past. Nico also went really wide. Struggles there. No one's close enough to make any moves into the final corner. That's not really a corner you make moves into anyway. Will we see anyone try to make a pass into T1? Fox is closing in on Tipsy. Tipsy does not have DRS. He's too far back from Legend.
So
it's,
Samidia just
Tipsy.
set a fastest lap time right now in mediums on lap 3. So
Yeah, softs are going to die, and he also had that major boost from the back straight, being in the DRS of Copy. Copy is going to have DRS on him, and Legend DRS on Copy. Fox is going to look to make a move on Tipsy here. Just pulls up alongside, DRS open.
and in the back there, Alex also onto Wow making a move.
They're still side by side.
Alex and Wow fighting. Wow is looking for the switchback, but stays behind on this occasion. Is he gonna fight back here? Down this second back straight into turn 10 and turn 11.
Wow has a lot more ERS than Alex does. Alex has used all of it on that back straight, down to 32%. Not going to be easy to recover unless he's going to like start sitting behind someone and just charging that battery. Wow gets it a little bit wrong out of that corner, actually twitches it up a little bit. Getting Marion that time. Marion's going to stay in that DRS there. Tipsy on the back of Fox is going to have DRS on that next lap. Danny also 3/10 behind Galileo now.
Yeah, those
That
soft
gap
tires
was
are falling off a
1.2.
cliff here. And into turn 1, is Danny gonna look for a move? No, stays behind this time around. I think this is the lap Galileo loses the lead, and those softs are really gonna be much slower now. Hugo also in the back of them both here with the RS. Both of them pulling away from some idiot. Noel picks up the 3-second time penalty. That's the first penalty of the race today.
Yep. Gets first blood on that. That's never fun. But Hope he actually drops back from DRS from some idiot in T6, T7.
So Danny
Got it
making
rolled
the
it wrong.
move for the lead here, and it's an easy one. And Hugo also looks stays behind on this occasion, so he's gonna lose some time. But he might look for a move into turn 10, turn 11 with better
Both.
traction.
Yeah, both Alfa Romeos had a little bit of a twitch, and Hugo's with that boost is trying to look for a move on the inside of T10. They actually touched two
Ooh,
times.
no!
Oh no! Not good. Definitely not good for that Alfa Romeo, and he's gonna drop down the order pretty severely.
As Danny and Nico and Noel have contact as well, and that they hit it into Hugo, and Hugo. Oh wow! I'm speechless here.
Wait, who had contact? You said Danny again.
No, not Danny. Nico and Noel had contact, and that resulted into someone getting pushed off into Hugo, and Hugo spinning out again.
Oh boy.
So Jesse's spitting.
Jesse's spitting. Yeah.
So yeah, Hugo's race is, unless there's a safety car, I think.
Alex makes a move on Tipsy into T1.
Well, picks up a 3-second time penalty. Marian's got to be loving this though. Hugo, one of the race contenders, basically, with no safety car, is out right now. He is quite a way back, 8 seconds off of P14.
You mean race win contenders?
What did I say?
Race contenders, which everyone on this grid is.
Yes, that is correct. We've got people cheering on Danny. Neth in chat. He went from watching me do hot laps on my stream during the race. That's why I was muted for so long.
I think some idiot is gonna try to look for a move on Galileo now. Galileo's on that 5-lap all softs, plus the qualifying lap on there. Those tires can't feel.
Oh,
any
Alex
good
is also
anymore.
really close to Fox, side by side, into turn 10. Or no, where is this even? Oh, this is turn
Yeah,
11.
Turn 10, turn 11, yeah.
Still fighting, still side by side. So good racing from them both. Fox behind on going wide there, and now going back on the inside. Alex switching back. Really good racing from both the Red Bulls here. I think we'd see this in real life. But
Yeah. As Galileo dives into the pits for, I presume, the hard tires. He wouldn't be doing a two-stopper on those mediums, if I'm correct.
yeah, so that's one more position for Marian. It was P9 now. And they're side by side. I think it happened. Wow and Tipsy, but Wow backed off back there. And my commentary today is not top notch.
Neither is mine, but it's fine.
But you know,
Well,
France is
solid-
still showing to be quite an interesting racetrack in actual league racing this year.
Yes. Yes. It is, definitely, from what I've seen. As we have a DRS string going down from Fox. No, that would be
For Alex.
Yeah, down to
Oh, there Nico goes a bit wide in the back.
Marion, actually, there.
Oh, and there's someone spinning. Is that Timo or? Yeah,
that
that's
is
Timo.
Brighton.
No, that was Triton.
Are you even paying attention to what's happening?
I am, but I went on Timo and
And you saw him drive straight on the back straight and you said he spun?
oh, come on, man.
You're having a rough time today, aren't you?
Yeah, I also want food. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Tipsy's 2/10 off of Fox, and he's actually looking for a move into turn 11. Almost went for it back there on the inside.
They
He's
were
really
on-
close. Fox is struggling.
Yeah, he is. But he doesn't have any damage. Tipsy also is derating right now. He's at under 10% ERS. Well, not anymore, but was. So he's pretty empty on that tank. Alex, same thing. Fox, same thing. Same for
Terra
Lud.
spitting here on lap 7 or lap 8. And who do we have here? We got Tipsy looking for a move again. Wow, really close behind, and Marion on the back of them as Fox goes wide. Tipsy picks Fox goes wide, picks up a penalty. Tipsy goes wide as well. As Marion in P9 is on the back of these 4 guys, and his tires I think are faster at this point of the race. So he's gonna be wanting to get past these guys. on
And
the hards.
also, a big thing, he has 100% ERS. His battery's full, whereas WoW, well, he also has a lot of ERS, but Tipsy and Fox have been fighting
See,
for so long.
Marion's using it now. And he's actually going on a move on
Oh,
Fox.
there's two people
Tipsy
going
on a
side
move.
by side into the Mistral chicane.
Tipsy gets the
Wow,
move
on the
done.
inside
Marion
of Marion.
with the
Marion
switchback.
looking for the switchback.
Marion
Oh,
also gets the
beautiful
job.
move.
Yeah. No, it's still side by side though. And still side by side in front. We have Fox and Tipsy.
Fox and Tipsy, yeah. This is the chicane. Hello? This is the corner where Hugo's got it all wrong.
And Marion almost goes for a move onto Tipsy, and they have a
Tipsy.
slight bump, and Tipsy saves it. So nicely done from Tipsy there. But Marion looking for a move onto Tipsy. Tipsy closing the inside, and wow, getting past Marion now. So this is a four-way fight, and this is allowing Fox now to pull a whole second gap already. So I wonder if Tipsy's actually gonna have the DRS now. Yeah, he is. He is. Is Marion going for a move into the last turn? Onto wow, and it's still side by side on the start-finish straight here. Marion stays behind, but that was an ambitious move, and he almost made it work.
Yeah, didn't really get that exit out of that corner as he wanted to. Those mediums still have a better traction out of that. But they're still going to be fighting for that position. Oh, as both WoW and Tipsy go a little bit wide into T2, but I think they will survive without a penalty, as Nico gets a 3-second time penalty for going wide in that set corner.
Yeah, all this fighting is actually losing Marion a lot of time that he drastically needs for the end.
Yeah, definitely. As the top three,
and he's gonna go for a move onto wow here again on the back straight. Repeat of last lap, so let's see if he gets it done this time around. Wow fought back. I mean, he got it down last lap, and yeah, this time it's a lot easier. No switchback required. Gets the job done, and Tipsy's the next target here.
We'll see if WoW is going to turn to charge back at Marion here, as we can see Fox and Tipsy going side by side again. WoW is really close to Marion, looking for that inside, but has to slam the brakes.
Oh, Fox goes wide, so Tipsy's now going for a move. No, never mind. Not going for a move, but he was close. Fox went wide. WoW also has a lot of ERS left.
Oh, Triton and Galileo in the back fighting in T11. And Triton actually gets the move on that. Galileo, I don't know, was the instigator on that one, but had to go way on the inside to avoid Triton.
Hugo already in P12. He fought back, so got past Triton and Galileo.
Timo has a DRS on this main straight on Nico, looking to make a move. He will try to save
Tipsy,
that.
wow, both pick up a 3-second time penalty. Fox also picked up 2 penalties last lap. So I think there might be like a double warning or something going on, as Marion is on the back of Tipsy here. Tipsy on the back of Fox, so this is a 3-way battle now. WoW still behind them really close, so never mind, that's a 4-way battle still going on. For what is it, 3-4 laps now already?
Yep.
All of them are falling off.
Yeah, WoW almost has a 100% ERS, not even using it on the straight.
Tipsy looking for a move onto Fox, decides not to go for it.
Timo goes past Nico on the straight.
Tipsy fights back into turn 10 side by side, and Fox might be losing out positions here to Marion and WoW behind as well, depending how good runs they're gonna have. Tipsy gets the job done. Really nice overtake from Tipsy. No ERS though, 2% left. And into turn 11, Marion looking there in the back onto Fox as well on the inside, and Fox goes a bit wide, and Marion stays behind. Marion looking back into turn 12. Fox goes wide again. Marion has the inside line. Fox keeping that position, so really good fighting from all 4 of them going on here. As Copy in the front pits.
Pitting.
Yeah.
That's really
so
does Fox.
Tipsy and Fox both pit as well.
Fox
Not
gets,
WoW and Fox. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, Fox gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He got that entry wrong.
So Marion really needs to push in these hard tires now.
Yes, he does. Copy only now exiting the pits. Oh yeah, he's in the Williams. Right, of course.
Comes out behind Galileo though.
Yes, he does. Now Marion is looking to make a move on Tipsy. Tipsy has been slowing him down for a little bit, so he has to make that move to get clear, which he will be doing. DRS open, use a little bit of boost out of T7 and just breezes past. There's really nothing Tipsy can do on that one.
Yeah, so he got clear of Tipsy now, and now he's in that area where he needs to push super hard. He's already, as I'm gonna check the intervals here, he is currently 14 seconds off the lead, so he really needs to gain quite a lot of time now on those hards to make this work right. Those mediums are definitely going to be faster towards the end, and he's going to be quite more racier than the other cars, but those mediums then again last around 10 laps, and then they start to drop off, as we saw from Tipsy, Fox, and WoW. As Danny and Legend pit as well, so Samidiot staying out. We know Samidiot is Alex pitting as well. We know Samidiot is one of those guys that can take tires almost from the start to finish, even if it's soft. He can make it work.
Yeah. The F1 2020 version of Checo Perez.
You know, after Spain this year, I'd say F1 2020 version of Sebastian Vettel, but we have yet to see him spin on his own, so.
Don't jinx it.
Hugo and P6 also staying out with his mediums. So Hugo, Tipsy, and Samidiot, the only ones that started on the mediums and have yet to pit. Or actually, the only ones that have yet to pit in general.
Yeah.
Besides Marian and Timo. As there's a yellow flag in Sector 3, and that is Null, who is around doing Victory Donuts.
Well, I don't think he's doing that on purpose, because his tires are cooked.
WoW is also in the back of Nico here. Nico is on 10 lap old mediums. Nico started on mediums as well. Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
What
this
did you
is.
say?
Oh,
Did you say Nico is on 10 lap old mediums?
I looked at the wrong person.
As WoW is gonna try to make the move, he's got the move pretty easily. Nico just driving straight. WoW just opening DRS and that's it, pretty much.
Eddie Neth is making fun of me. What is up with my names today? I am just completely saying everything wrong.
I don't really know.
As Tipsy pits and Submitted stays out for one more lap. So Marian currently 13 seconds behind, so he gained a second in total from where he was before. But I don't think he's
Tipsy
pushing
is
as hard.
in the pits from those mediums going over to the hard tires. Hugo's still staying out.
Danny is on
So
hards now. Danny is currently 16, around 19 seconds behind, or actually my bad, around 20 seconds behind Submitted as Triton picks up his penalty. I think there's going to be quite a few penalties towards the end that are going to switch up the
It's
order.
the fastest lap of the race with a 32.2. So Danny currently sitting in net lead. Galileo close behind, challenging him for that, looking for a move on Hugo's. Hugo's posed to the inside. Now they're going side by side into Mr. Chicane. Who can break later? And that would be Hugo's. Stays in front for the time being. Let's see if Galileo's going to put the move on him out of that chicane. Swinging really wide as WoW and Tipsy at the back, changing positions on the back straight. Will he be looking for a move? Pulls up to the inside on the back tire, side by side into T11. Still side by side. Hugo's is putting up a real fight with these older mediums compared to Galileo, and they're still side by side. Hugo's still in front.
I think Hugo's will be going into the pits this lap.
Yes, he will. So essentially, that's a Galaxy Brain move because Galileo just lost a lot of time to Danny.
Yeah, that was pretty smart as somebody also pit from the lead, so he's coming out of the
Yeah.
pits. He comes out of the pits behind Galileo, behind Danny, and also behind Kopi.
Oh, almost loses the car coming out of the pits. T12 almost caught him out of. Oh, well, just almost caught him out. Hugo's is in the pits. That was a pretty long pit. Or am I just delusional? I think I'm just delusional. Anyway.
Nico picks
Nico
up
gets
his
another,
second penalty.
Yeah.
As somebody is
on
going to
that
go on a
T2.
move onto Kopi here. Gets the job done before the corner. Easy move, got a better exit. So yeah, Some Idiot is now 4 seconds off of Danny, so that overcut didn't really work out, but he is going to have fresher tires towards the end. Galileo's tires are 7 laps old already, so towards the end those tires are going to be completely toasted and roasted and burnt through.
Pretty much. I'm expecting some idiot to actually get that gap on him through sector 3 and already have DRS for the next lap. And at this point, I'm correct, unless somebody gets final corners all wrong. Still within that gap. Is anything happening on the grid? Icewind is pretty close by to Terror. There's actually a little bit of a train forming off of Terror there in P10, fighting for that last point scoring position.
Yeah, Icewind is also on really old mediums, so I think he might be pitting here any lap. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going in the pits this lap.
as we mentioned it.
Yeah, it's
On
been 2 in a
board
row now
with,
that I've completely spot on called out.
Yep, pretty much.
So some idiot is on the back of Galileo here.
Yes.
Fox,
Fox
3
gets
second
3
penalty.
second.
That's his, he's got, I think, 3 second penalties and a 5 second speeding in pit lane one.
That's a yikes.
I don't know if he's served the 5 second speeding in pit lane one.
I don't think he did, because he got that when he pit, and he only pit 4 laps ago. Timo and Danny went changing positions to the Mistral chicane. Samidiot was too far away from Galileo to actually do anything on that straight. He got a worse exit.
Wow, it's side by side with Tura in the chicane that you call Mistral chicane. And I guess the job done before the chicane actually comes there. Tipsy on the back of them here as well. 5 tenths off. Tara's tires are quite old. Also keep in mind he's on a pad, so his tire wear is going to be a bit worse than everyone else around him.
Yeah. Tipsy on the back of Terror. Tipsy really doesn't have a lot of ERS. He's have to use a lot to stay with the other people in front. WoW is definitely the guy with the advantage in that small train there. Go also about to join them.
So some idiot on the back of Galileo here. 2 tenths off, 3 tenths off, 4 tenths off into turn 2. This is where you usually lose a bit to the car in front due to dirty air and all of that. Alex picks up a 3 second time penalty. At turn 3, Samidiot still close behind Galileo. If he gets a good exit this time around, he could get the job done. Hugo says the fastest lap time, 31.6. On hard tires, Terra picks up a 3 second time penalty, so there's quite a lot of things happening in a short time span. It seems like Galileo got the worst exit this time, so with DRS and overtake, he is boosting. Is somebody gonna close up enough? And it looks like he is. No, he's not looking for it.
It's not gonna make the move. That would have been a dive and a half. And I've had some experiences from that this weekend.
Oh, thank you. Brownie's praising me that I'm as good as Bottas. I know I am a multiple time F1 race winner. Championship contender.
Oh!
Somebody
Galileo. Yep. Galileo was slow through T10, and that's going to be some idiot saying thank you very much. They're still side by side, though, but Galileo is just going to slot in behind him.
That wasn't really a thank you very much. That was more like, is for me, please.
It is for me.
It's for me. Galileo's still in the back of him, though.
Timo and Marion both pitting, so Timo mirroring what Marion is doing, which is smart, because those are fighting for positions.
I forgot to
Danny
call
now into the lead. Oh, there's a Mercedes that just came out of the pits almost into the side pod of Danny.
So you don't usually see a Mercedes getting lapped out of the pits by an Alfa Romeo, but usually it's the other way around, but yeah.
You don't tend to do that, really, no.
So
As Marion and Timo, no, yes, pretty good positions. I mean, Timo's dropping back pretty far, but those fresh mediums for 10 laps, that's going to be fast.
Yeah. Samidiot lost 4.3 seconds from his overcut here. I'm guessing he's gonna fight this time back. His laps, his tires are a bit younger.
Yeah, definitely compared to Galileo at least, but not having that DRS is gonna heavily impact him. They're pretty much exactly equal in ERS though.
Marion onto Fox on the back straight with DRS. Gets the job done before the chicane. So easy move from Marion then. And
also Terror. Hugo is trying to make a move on Tipsy. Boosting a little bit on that back straight. Heading into T10. I think he's too far back to even try to attempt a move.
So
Excuse me?
Hugo going on this recovery drive now. As some idiot is actually gaining time onto Danny, I would say. Slowly, but he's getting time. So
Slowly but surely.
Danny 20% ERS, some idiot 33.
Someone that has a lot of ERS in this fight for
Let
the
me guess.
podium is...
Oh, Kopi?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's currently at 84% and sitting in P4 and is currently in DRS range of Galileo. So if he wants to, he could just...
Hugo into turn 1
breeze.
is pulling a move onto Tipsy and gets the job done. So nice move from Hugo. Yeah, I think with Kopi is his ERS management is you know, you could say decent at the very least.
Yeah, Fox gets another 3-second time penalty, so if I'm not mistaken, he is currently sitting at 15 seconds of penalties.
Now that's a lot of penalties.
Now that's a lot of penalties, yeah.
Maybe he needs
is-
some. Never mind. I was gonna say some flex tape, but what are you gonna do with some? So Timo is also on the faster tire here, on the back of Tipsy, and on the back of Hugo.
Gumpy is trying to look for a move on Galileo here. He wants to clear him so he can get that net P3. Galileo is definitely going to struggle on those hards to the end. Samidia is the person that is definitely, well, has the advantage in tire life over the top 5.
Does Danny have
Legend.
a penalty?
I will check that for you right now. He does not. He's on 2 warnings though. So
What about Samidia?
Samidia has 1 warning. Galileo has a 3-second time penalty and is on 2 warnings, I believe. And somehow Copy is on 3 warnings but does not have a penalty.
One of the warnings has to be a hit, but there's a yellow flag, and that's Null who is moving out of the way of cars coming on. And he gets a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits.
Oh boy.
And Nico picks up a
Yeah.
3-second time penalty.
I would assume that's T12 again.
That has to be. So in the back, we've got a gaggle of cars close to each other. And by that I mean Tipsy and Timo. Timo actually got
Wow,
past him.
he's extremely close to Fox on that back straight, and he's actually pulling up alongside of him. Going side by side. Actually, well, no, not to just makes them before the chicane. Copy on the back of Galileo into T11, pushes him a little bit wide. Galileo trying to get him back here, but does not have the traction compared to those younger tires on Copy's car. They're right on the back of each other. Copy just made the move. Is this a yellow flag in sector 3?
That was just Null moving out of the way, I think.
Yeah.
So that was a really nice move from Kopi there.
Yeah.
I still don't know, is it
But,
Copy or Kopi? Copy.
Copy? Copy? I don't
Copy. I don't know. It
I
is
don't
what
know.
it is.
It is what it is. What it is.
Danny 3.5 in front.
Danny does not have a penalty, but he does have those 2 warnings, though, so he's got to keep that remaining time. Remaining time clear of penalties, so he can keep that P1 from some idiot.
Null in the pits. Pits for soft, so I guess he's gonna try to get that fastest lap in.
Casually 1 point, or almost an entire lap behind.
Thank you, Neth. That's a really good clarification of if it's Copy or Copy. It really...
I assume he just said copy in chat.
No.
Oh.
Neth would never do something like that. Anyways, Timo onto Tura here on the back straight with DRS. Pulls on the side and breezes past. That Ferrari engine.
That's not it, Chief.
What do you mean?
It's not it. That Ferrari engine?
Look, you know, say what you want, but the Ferrari engine is objectively the best engine.
Okay, dude. Sure. On equal course. Anyway, snapping back to reality, Galileo locks up into the last corner. Lost about 2/10 to Copy in front. Samidia slowly but surely gaining time on Danny. Possibly hoping for him to, for Danny to get a time penalty, so the gap would be 2/10 instead of 3.5
Tara's
seconds.
pitting.
Yeah.
So that's his shot for points basically over, and I don't think if he doesn't have damage, which he doesn't, yeah, he's pitting for soft, so I think that might be the wrong call here. He's gonna come out.
That's
Yeah.
an interesting call. I mean, wait, did he spin by any chance?
I don't think he did.
I can't remember.
I don't think he did. Anyways, Hugo is really close to Fox here for P9, so Hugo's on a really good recovery drive himself.
Yep. Timo had a really big moment in T5, T6. Saved the car, but completely compromised his exit. As Hugo's and Fox are going side by side into the chicane. And Hugo's just makes the movie stick.
So the track is getting cloudy here. I think it's similar to what happened in Tier 2 before it got cloudy towards the end and then sunny for the last few laps again.
Yep. Oh, Galileo gets the exit out of T12 a little bit wrong. Goes sideways for just a split second. But, it's not enough to break the DRS range to copy in front. Galileo does have that 3-second time penalty, so Legend has to just close up a little bit more, and that P4 will be his.
Null picks up a 3-second time penalty and submitted is 2.7 seconds off of Danny.
As we've been saying, slowly but surely, Samidia is just getting closer and closer, inching ever forward.
But is he
To that
slowly but
P1.
surely not gonna run out of time?
Yes, he is. Oh, and it's definitely not going to help for him to go sideways in T6, as Jesse is also pitting.
Actually didn't lose too much time from that.
Nope, and as Noel sets a fast lap of the race with a 3.4.
So the lap Hugo had is now that extra point taken away from him.
For the time being.
Yeah, Alex 3-second time penalty. This order is definitely gonna get completely shifted at the end of the race by due to penalties. So
Yeah, most likely. It's been a pretty tight pack for the most of the race. Galileo's going quite wide into T11 there. Probably struggling a little bit with understeer from those worn tires.
yeah, so Galileo is still staying at the back of Kopi here. Even if he is on older tires, he's still keeping close, which is a good job from him.
I mean, it's just to keep the car on track and try not to be too slow through Sector 3. And then the DRS is going to pull him within the range. Legend did close up with 5/6 on that lap though, so definitely within the penalty range of Galileo.
Samiri's also gaining quite a lot of time onto Danny here.
Yeah, but will that be enough?
I wonder.
Do you think? Yeah. It's, how many laps do we have? We have 4 laps to go. And he's been gaining around a couple of tenths per lap. I think it'll be close.
I think it might go down to the line. Once he gets into DRS, it's definitely going to help him by quite a lot. Kopi picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Oh no. That's going to make him and Galileo equal.
So that might be really good for Legend.
Yeah, Legend is now in the running for P3 if he can catch up to the guys in front. But that's a 2.5 second gap to Galileo.
Looking down on the grid, it's Triton who's close to the back of Nico here. Triton with a really low ERS.
Not really anything happening here. Yeah, Triton doesn't really have any much ERS there. Nico is pretty much better off with that.
Galileo also dropping off of Kopi, boosting here just so he gets that DRS on the main straight. He's gonna have it this lap round, and let's look at up front. So Danny on 20% ERS, and so they're equal ERS up in front. Samir is 2.3 behind with 4 laps to go. Wait.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
3?
4.
You mean?
No, 4. Because it's lap 24, it's fully, and then 25, 26, and 27.
Oh, right. True. I can't count.
Yeah, this always confuses me as well. You need to take in consideration where on the lap they are.
Yeah, that's true. Galileo still staying on the back of Copy here. is going to have that DRS for that back straight, but most likely will be too far back to do anything about it. As
Immediate
Nico and
within
Triton
2 seconds.
fighting for P13 in T12.
It's getting really dark here. Are we sure there's
Yeah.
gonna be no rain?
No, there's not going to be any rain. It got as dark as this in Tier 2 as well, and we didn't see any rain to the end of the race anyway.
It did.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Well, you did mention that you have short-term memory loss, so I wasn't.
I don't actually have it, but my memory is not good.
Well, I think you do. Anyway,
Well, I don't remember things in the moment, but I'm gonna remember them like in 10 years. So,
all right.
you know, if
Will
you're gonna
Galileo
ask me,
have yours? Yes, you will.
if you're gonna ask me, you know, you remember back then in 2020, on the 27th of September, that French Grand Prix into SRL. Remember, if did it get dark? I'm gonna be like, of course it did. So Samiriat is 1.6 behind with 3 laps to go, as Icewind picks up a 3-second time penalty. Hello, Kitsune.
So Copy is now 5.2 seconds behind Samediate. And Samediate does not have a penalty. Ooh. Okay, Noel just got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Noel has quite a few penalties this race.
So does
Fox has
Fox
another
as he
one.
picks up another one. So I think by my count, that's 18 seconds of penalties. Could be 3 seconds off because I honestly have lost count because I've seen that happening so many times. But
As the chat just turned to pure depression, Neth with some deep words saying, "The weather is like my future. Dark."
all right.
Eddie, you're the emo here. Maybe you should, you know.
What? Me?
Nothing. Never mind. It's okay.
Okay.
Wow
right.
is actually really close to the back of Hugo.
Yeah, Hugo made a move onto the chicane, but now they're going to be fighting side by side into T10.
Oh no. Flashbacks for Hugo.
Flashbacks for Hugo, but he's going to try to defend it. Has the corner, and Wow is going to back off. Yeah.
Samaria 1.5 behind with 2 laps to go.
I don't think it will make it.
Samaria really needs to push to gain 5 tenths this lap to get the DRS, and even that I don't think will be enough.
Yeah, 5 tenths in 1 lap that's a stretch, and he's going to need Danny to make a mistake for that to happen.
Oh, as there's rain.
Is there?
Yeah. I see drops falling down. Really small amount of drops, but there is rain.
Oh, that's interesting.
On the last lap, 2 laps of the race here.
Oh yeah, I see the drops now. Is that going to impact anyone? Is anyone going to get caught out by that and just spin?
Yellow flag in sector
We don't-
3, that's null.
We don't count null though.
Poor guy. Samiria
Poor guy.
1.2 behind, 1.3.
Oh, okay. Noel is just not driving. Wow and Hugo's switching positions into the chicane once again. Is Hugo's going to go and back at him here? Why is Noel stopping on track?
Samiria is really close to Danny here. Why did I switch over from Wow and Hugo? Hugo is looking to fight back here. Wow has penalties though, I don't think Hugo does. Samiria 1.2 behind, 1.3 starting the last lap, so he's not gonna have DRS here. Actually,
He's
he gonna have it? No, he doesn't. Neither
He's
does
going to
Danny.
have to nail sector 1 in order to make that 2/10 gap there to get that DRS on that back straight, because that's going to make it or break it for the last lap here. He's gonna try to have
1.1.
Danny into a mistake as Hugo's gets sector 3 better than Wow, and is going to pull up alongside him in the main straight and make a move into T1. Actually, way
Oh,
before T1.
Samiria made a mistake. He was so close to DRS, and oh, he barely misses out.
Danny probably feeling the sweat running down on his forehead. Wow gets a 3-second time penalty, so that's pretty much the position.
Yeah, that's another
sealed
one.
for
He already
Hugo's
had
there.
one from before.
Yeah.
Samiria
Danny,
barely missed out on that DRS.
Gets a way better exit out of that chicane though, but doesn't really gain that much time. Is using all of his ERS to stay behind. He's gonna try to look for a move into Sector 3, but that's gonna be difficult because it's such a low-speed corner. Wow, and Hugo's now switching positions into the chicane. They're still fighting for that P8 on track, but I don't think that's gonna be anything there. Timo and Fox
Oh,
also.
Legend
Alex and Legend.
gets overtaken by Alex.
As we're heading into the final corners with Danny and some idiot so close. Oh, he's going to try to make a lunge, but he's too far off, and that's going to be the position and the race win for Danny.
I think Danny finally got it. It was about time. With so many unlucky races, Danny takes the win here in France. Some idiot P2. Kopi's gonna cross the finish line in P3. Galileo with the penalty, gonna stay P4. Alex, Legend goes to P4. Galileo drops to P5. Marion P6. Really good drive from him there. Alex drops down to P7. Hugo is going to cross the line. Stays 8th. Wow stays 9th for now. Let's see if he's gonna drop to Timo, who's about to cross the finish line now. Timo goes up to 9.
He does.
Fox stays in 11th. Let's see if Tipsy's definitely gonna get the spot onto Fox here. I think he just barely misses out on 2 points. Yeah, barely. I mean, he was
Triton just barely misses out on the position to Tipsy.
Yeah, Terra goes up to
9/10 between the
P13
two.
as well. Icewind
Yeah.
P15, Nico P16, and Jesse yet to finish.
Yet to finish his race.
Neth, did you bet on Danny? That was really close the last few laps between Danny and Summit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good race.
Yeah. Driver of the day?
I don't know. Game gives it to Marion. I don't know whether to agree or not with that. I actually haven't looked at the whole picture yet. Who would you give your driver today to?
Well, giving it to the race winner is,
It's boring, but
it's boring. But then again, before the pits, Danny had 1.2 second gap, something around there. And after the pits, he came out, really well timed pit stop, came out around 4 or 5 seconds in the lead, in front of some idiot. And
Yep.
then he managed it well all the way to the end. I think his pace was dropping off, but he kept the position. So I think I'd give it to Danny here.
Sure.
I think a well-deserved race win as well. But honorable
Yeah.
mention to Marion and Alex, both gaining a lot of positions that race.
yeah. Also, I would say another honorable mention to Copy there.
Yeah, Copy
Getting
as well.
from P8 to P3 with a stellar drive. Shame for that penalty that he had. He would have been closer to some idiot there at the end, almost snatching that P2, but podium nevertheless.
Switch over to the interview screen since we need to talk to some people. Who's gonna come in for some interviews, huh?
Well, sounded really aggressive, but
I didn't want it to be aggressive. Everyone's in general chat 3. Come on, general chat 4 for interviews. Chop, I got food to make.
same actually. I really need to make that food before I go to bed.
Why?
Feels weird too. What? What do you mean?
Feels weird to go to sleep hungry, or? Okay, some idiot.
I
Let's
need food for
get him
tomorrow.
in. Hello, some idiot.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
How's your race? Give us a rundown with quali and all of it.
You know what? At quali and the race start, I didn't do a good job on the race start. I spun the tires, and the quali I was just really wanting to get the lap and over invalidating, and I put myself back in that position. So I mean, this is what it is. Car was good on a long run, but I was hurt in the left front. I think I know what I did wrong with it, but I'll have to make some changes to the car to improve the balance. But I want to say congrats to Danny. He drove a fantastic race, flawless race, kept it clean, and got himself his first win. I believe that's his first win in league racing. So he's the star of the day. So congrats to him.
Wait, it's
Congrats to him.
his first win in league racing in general?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
Get him in here. You don't have much I can say. I don't have much I can say, but give him the TV time. I'm gonna jump out. Thanks you guys having
Yeah,
me.
thank you,
Alright, thank
Samir.
you.
Bye bye.
Alright, bye bye. Danny, are you
Right.
happy?
Yeah.
You know, that race win, your pit stop was also really good. You came out 5 seconds in total in front of some idiot, so
Yeah. I'm very lucky.
um
Very.
did you maybe get, I mean, your pace was a bit slower than some idiot there towards the end, the last few laps.
Yeah, I had 2 warnings.
Yeah, we were
I didn't want to get a third, so I was taking a bit conservative.
what about qualifying?
I waited till like I was gonna do 2 laps, but then the first one, my tyre temps was not high enough going into turn 1, so after turn 1 and 2, I aborted. And then I waited until I got like across the line with like 4 seconds left to try and get the best conditions for the mediums, and it worked. And then just the very start, just trying to stay ahead of Hugo and everyone else, and then carnage happened behind me. I didn't really see what happened. Then it was just trying to manage it, and then Hugo got killed by Galileo, which is unlucky for him, but it got me my win basically. So
Yeah, I think I got it on stream. Also, you know, after your run of unlucky races, after your flip in Australia.
yes, after dying round 1 to winning at round 10.
Yeah, you finally got your win, so I'm happy for you. You also got driver of the day from us.
Oh, thank you.
You know, one last question here. Next week it's Austria. So what do you think about that one?
I haven't really done much running there, but I've gone strong-ish in the past there, so I hope for the best. That's all.
No, you're supposed to say, yeah, I'm gonna keep the streak going here and just get an easy win next time around.
Not a chance.
Well,
Not a
Danny
chance.
again, congrats. Thanks for joining
Thank
us.
you. Cheers.
Yeah. So
Goodbye.
bye bye. So yeah, I think this is it. Wait, let's get some idiot. One last thing.
Yeah. What's up?
Austria next week. What do you think about that one?
Ah, I love Austria. It's my second favorite track on the F1 calendar. I'm first being Mexico, of course. I've got to throw that in there. But yes, I love Austria. But on this game, I'm gonna have a small ramble, if you don't mind.
Nope. Go ahead.
So I have G29 wheel, and when you run curbs, sometimes the game will just opposite lock you one direction or another when you're wheel straight on a curb because reasons. Austria has a ton of such curbs that you're taking at high speed that could just randomly opposite lock you into the wall. I'm a little afraid of the curbs at Austria on this game because of that. I love Austria, but I might be someone who has to do like Mercedes, avoid the curbs. It's critical, you know, just because of that random force feedback crap. Like you literally, I'm dead serious. It's like you're literally wheel straight, and the game will just opposite lock you out of your own control, and you have to fight it when it does that to keep it from going opposite lock.
Oh, I completely disabled the curb force feedback,
So did I.
and it still
And I
happens.
didn't fix it. It still happens, yes, sir.
Oh well, then it's gonna be fun seeing you have a couple spins next week.
Ah, yes.
Since you know today you increased your gap to Hugo due to accidents on track, so
Yeah, I mean that's just I get maybe a little fortunate in that, but that's just how racing can be. I could be on his end next week.
Yeah.
Very well possible. So it's just about trying to keep a nose clean, and I don't know. I don't know the exact specifics of what happened to him, but I mean, it's about keeping the nose clean. Maybe I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I can't judge an opinion to it. But I just try to do my best to keep having clean races. So
Yeah.
is what is. But we're halfway through the season. I don't even think we're halfway. 22 races in F1 calendar, correct? And this calendar, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is race 10. Yeah, we're not even halfway through. So
well,
we'll see what happens.
next race is the official halfway point. So
Yeah. So a lot of racing still to go. So
Yeah.
see what happens. Anything else I can answer?
No, I
Well-
think that was about. Oh,
I actually have a question.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
You've expressed not that much appreciation for DRS trains, if I'm correct.
You are correct in that. Yes, sir. I hate them with
Isn't
passion.
Austria quite the DRS fest?
Oh God. Pain. Pain is my
Just
response.
pain. Alright.
Pain.
Because
You know
just,
what? I will give you a counter to your statement, though. Is
uh-huh.
when there's a DRS train and you break it, it is really sweet.
Yeah.
Let's put it. Let's just
Of
say
course.
that. We'll see what
Absolutely.
happens, of course. But
Of
anything
course.
else? Anything else?
No.
No, I
not for
think
me, at
that's
least.
it. Thanks for coming in twice now.
Yep. Thank you for having me. Thanks for you guys streaming these races. Good to have you both.
Yeah. Thank you
So,
for racing these races.
Yes, sir.
Good
Thank
to
you.
have all 20
right.
of you.
Sorry.
Good to have all 20 of you racing these races.
You know, it was 18 today.
Well, you know, I'm being
Close enough. Close enough.
I'm a glass half full type of guy, you know.
Well, you're seeing a couple percent more than half full. Let's put it that way.
You know, it is what it is.
You should stop
Pessimistic.
taking the LSD. Eddie, tell him to stop taking the LSD.
Alright, sure. I'll tell him off.
Okay. All right. You guys have a good one. Have a good
Yeah,
night.
you
All
too.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. On that note, I think we can end the stream today. So, thanks for everyone for coming.
Sure.
What do you mean? Sure.
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, you
nothing.
think because you know, whatever. So, on that note, we can end the stream today. We got Austria next week. Tomorrow we actually got ACC in Silverstone. And looking at some lap times people did, I already... My chances of a podium and a good finish, I'm not looking positive of tomorrow anyway. So,
Are you throwing him out the window?
nah. I'm in a Porsche on a bad Porsche track. Anyways.
Oh.
Yeah, Silverstone tomorrow in ACC and Austria next week then. SLR Tier 4 on... Actually, 2 SRL Tier 3 on Tuesday. And
That's gonna be the same setup, me and you, I think.
yeah, maybe, probably.
Most likely, I guess.
And yeah, and then we're going to SLR Tier 4 to all the way to Tier 1 on a Saturday, and then again a repeat of today on Sunday. So yeah, thanks again for everyone that's here, that watched, that's gonna rewatch, and yeah, on that note we can end the stream. Thanks Eddie for joining me, and
Thank you.
goodbye everyone.
See you.